Is pride the cause of low self-esteem? Stay tuned. This is Damon Cart from NLP Gym. Is pride a sign of low self-esteem? If you haven't already, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. I did an interview with Steve Andreas, who's a legend in the field of NLP, and that interview is available on this YouTube channel. And I asked Steve, what was he most proud of? He's had a body of work, a career, an amazing career in NLP and therapy in general. I think he's 81 at this time. I think he was 80 whenever I interviewed him last year. And so I asked him, what are you most proud of? He didn't exactly like my question. He didn't like the word pride. And he said that he could say what he was most satisfied about, but that he didn't engage in pride. And I asked him a little bit more about that. And basically what pride is a sign of a shaky self-concept. It falls in line with self-esteem, a lowered self-esteem and lowered confidence. And the reason for that is pride is a symptom of comparing yourself to other people. And comparing yourself to other people, you got to start exploring and unpacking why we do this. And we all do it to a certain extent. Nobody's immune to it. Nobody's immune to pride. Nobody's immune to shame. And pride and shame are really on the same spectrum. Two different ends of a spectrum, but their cause is the same, and that is comparison. When you compare yourself to others, it may give you a temporary sense of superiority, which feels good, and that's what creates pride. But the truth is that comparing yourself to others will only serve to limit you. It will only serve to lower your self-esteem, because when you play the game of comparison, then there's always going to be somebody who's better than you at something. And when you come into contact with that person who's better than you at something, and you're doing that comparison thing, well, then your self-esteem is going to drop. And that's also where the feeling of shame comes from, where we're not good enough, where we're of lower value. So here's the thing too, comparing yourself to others sometimes can be helpful. If you're, say, an athlete, and you have your competitor who's better than you, has a better time than you, or has something that they do better, comparing yourself to them in order to reach their level of skill or to surpass their level of skill as a way of driving yourself to be better at what it is you want to be better at, that can be a healthy thing. It's sort of like healthy competition. But if you're comparing your value, your self-worth, in a sense, to someone else's, and if they're like a better person, this will always get you into trouble. Like I said, we do it because we want a feeling of superiority, like, oh, we're better than those people. At least I'm not like those people. Those people do this sort of thing. Inevitably, you're going to run into the people who you compare yourself to and see as better than you. And then that's going to bring you down. That's going to lower your self-esteem. And also, in the worst case scenario, brings about the feeling of shame, which is of no use to you. It will not help you in any way. So if you catch yourself comparing yourself to other people, break that pattern. Stop yourself right there and say, okay, well, what am I doing here? What am I getting out of this? Why am I doing this? Is it because I want to feel superior? Or do I want to shame myself? Do I want to feel worse about myself? Some people engage in that kind of behavior, and it's not going to help you. If you're feeling a sense of pride, again, step back, look at what it is, and say, okay, is this the result of me comparing myself to someone else or a group of people and trying to feel superior to them? It's okay to be satisfied when you do something that you're happy about, that you accomplished. Yeah, absolutely, celebrate that. Feel satisfied about that. And that's what Steve was basically telling me. He said, I don't want to feel pride about anything I've done, because that implies that I'm putting myself above someone else or a group of other people. He would rather feel satisfied about it, and that's something that comes from within. That's not about looking externally. That's about, this is what I did, and this is what I feel good about in the moment. I'm present to the situation, and in that situation, I feel satisfied. I'm not comparing myself to others. I'm not comparing myself to anything externally. I'm satisfied right now with myself, with the way things are, and with whatever I accomplished or whatever I'm feeling right now. That will get you so much further than pride or comparing yourself to others. Join us for the Ultimate Practitioner Training coming up January 2017. Check out the website nlp-gym.com. There you can sign up for the Ultimate Practitioner Training. You can really master the tools of NLP in order to master your life or master any area of your life. Follow us on Facebook for real-time updates on upcoming workshops and free practice sessions that I hold right here in Santa Cruz. If you like this video, please click like right down here and leave me a comment or a question. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, what your struggles are, what I can help you with. Stay tuned to the end of this video so you can see how you can get your hands on a free NLP online training. Take care.